Guess what? Paimon's story is finished. Let's go see Albedo again.
I love it when it snows.
Traveler, Paimon. I suppose your story is ready.
Yep. How about you? Do you need some more time?
No need. I am also ready to tell my story.
Paimon calls dibs. Paimon first!
Please, go ahead.
Okay, here goes. Once upon a time, there was an evil researcher who went into the mountains and did a crazy experiment on whopper flowers to transform their appearance. After a lot of pain and suffering, the whopper flowers finally took on a human form. Then they stood by the side of the mountain to wait for unsuspecting bypassers. To whoever spoke to them, they ask some questions such as, who am I? Who are you? If the bypasser got the wrong answer, the last sound they'd make would be a yelp.
Ooh, truly frightening.
What the? You two aren't scared at all! Don't go nitpicking, okay? If you didn't like the story, go write your own!
In other words, the whopper flowers would ambush and then completely replace their victims.
And then what? Go back to where the person lives? Enter their home? Eat their whole family? Paimon made up this story, but now Paimon's the one who's scared by it.
It's a good story. Oh, may I write it down? I may bring it up in future conversations.
What for? Just to scare people with?
Yes.
You've got a real mean streak, Albedo.
Mine is a little longer than yours. A great alchemist once created Subject 1. Subject 1 was her proudest achievement, and successfully blended into human society. No one ever would have thought that this friend of theirs was in fact a... However, unbeknownst to Subject 1, the alchemist had tried the same experiment many times before he had come into being. Some of the rejects from failed experiments had been discarded, but had not died. Subject 2 was one such failed experiment. He was swallowed by a great dragon that came to rest upon a snow-swept mountain. Many years later, he was resurrected by the dragon's mysterious... He saw all kinds of people on the mountain, including Subject 1. Never in Subject 2's wildest imagination had he thought it possible for experimental life forms such as they to deceive everyone so successfully. He saw the way humans accepted Subject 1 as a friend, witnessed their affection as they addressed... This was what Subject 2 wanted. Now, all that Subject 2...
This is...
Subject 2 began to unfold his plan. He stole Subject 1's books and notes, and studied all that Subject 1 had learned from the alchemist. Subject 2 was highly intelligent. He changed his face into an exact replica of Subject 1's face. Then, he found a plant with mimicry capability. And so, not only did Subject 2 transform his own appearance to perfectly match that of Subject 1, he also...
What? There's 3 of them now?
But Subject 2 wanted to become a perfected human. So, he erased a mark in both his and Subject 3's necks. For these marks were symbols of imperfection. In my view, it was probably a subconscious act, an instinct. He so desperately craved to become a perfect human being that he forgot something. Subject 2's plan was meticulously crafted. Subject 3 would draw Subject 1's attention. After Subject 1 disposed of Subject 3, he would assume the threat had not. The next moment that Subject 1 was alone, Subject 2 would make his move. He would eliminate Subject 1 and become the only. He would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memories and inherit his identity, residence, clothing, sword. People would have no idea that the individual they knew had become somebody.
This is.
But just before Subject 2 could carry out his plan, a unique stranger entered the mix. Subject 2 tried to make contact with this person, but What's wrong? Are you...
What happened then? What happened?
He became a new stage in Subject 2's plan. One more person that Subject 2 had to dispose of. It's as if there were 3 identical roses in a garden. Only one of the 3 was a fine specimen, while the other 2 were defective specimens that bore poisonous thorns. In all the world, only the gardener who tended to them could tell which was the good specimen. People do not like poisonous plants. Only a perfect rose can fetch a high price. If the inferior specimens wanted to conceal the fact of their worthlessness, they would have to take the gardener out of the picture, using their poisonous thorns. This is exactly what Subject 2 was thinking. So, he hid in the shadows and waited patiently.
That was intense! So what happened after that? Did Subject 2's plan...
Fortunately, it is just a story. And even in this story, Subject 2 did not succeed. But you can never let your guard down. Monsters mutated with Durin's power and blood are also creatures of Rhine-Daughter, just like me. You must beware of all such... I'm glad to hear that. It's okay. I know what I am. You and I are both different, so there is no need for me to... The only thing is that sometimes, when I think about how mighty as beings who set foot in this world, how arrogant are we in desiring to control our destiny, and in desiring to create? Is creation an arrogant act, traveler? If not, why do we call the ones that created us and control us gods? If it is, then what qualifies us to call ourselves creators? How far must we take our reverence and respect? Nothing special. But whenever I think about it...
Poor Albedo.
Hello? Travel...
Hey! Is that Amber?
Thought we might find you here. We're here to deliver a message from Cyrus. There's gonna be a big event down at the base...
Winter camp is nearing its end. Apparently, even provisional instructors are required to attend.
Looks like we need to go, Albedo. Bye.
Then I won't keep you. I have some things to attend to here, so forgive me for not seeing you down.
Don't worry about it. There have been no issues getting up and down the mountain recently.
Is everyone ready? Let's not keep them waiting.
Huh? Who is this guy?
Allow me to introduce Yozerv.
Dad, this is that traveler I was telling you about. The Travelers helped me out loads in the past, and this time we even built.
Joel has told me everything about you. I can't thank.
Wow, this is amazing! Wait a second. Why is Cyrus discreetly wiping tears away? And what is Pallid doing here?
Pallid is the hero of the hour this time. Go on, Pallid. Tell us what happened in your own words.
Okay. The weather was fine on that fateful day, and I had a feeling that Lady Luck was smiling down on me. So I trusted my gut and set off to explore somewhere new, somewhere dangerous. Because where there is great danger...
Why does it...
But I had only been away from the group for a short... I fell down a slope and just...
Uh-oh. Did my bad luck rub off on him when we ran into each other on the map?
The place I fell to was somewhere I didn't recognize, and I'd sustained a few injuries. I remember thinking to myself, this is... Then I met Yoserv. He'd heard the sound of me falling and came out to see what was going...
Huh?
Wow, so...
I thought he must have been someone from the Adventurers Guild here for the event, but after a few words of conversation, it was clear that he was having memory problems. He didn't even know his own name. The temperature was freezing, and there was no time to deal with all that there and then, so I convinced him to come back to the camp with me and figure everything else out. We got back to the camp, ran into Joel, and the moment he saw him, he froze for a second with this completely stunned expression on his face, and then he started crying out, "Dad! Dad!"
My memory has still not fully recovered, but Joel and his mother, they are the only...
Daddy.
Daddy's right here, Joel.
Yoserf, don't you remember anything else at all? The poor princess? Feeding the foxes?
I'm sorry. I have no recollection. Maybe it's because I woke up and found myself covered in blood. My things were gone and there was nothing to... I crawled into a cave and settled in for a slow recovery. After my legs and feet were a little better, my hunting skills were what...
Dad.
I'm all right now, Joel.
Oh, this is good. This is...
You know what, though? I definitely think my luck got worse after running into Benin on that mountain.
I knew it.
No. I just meant if it weren't for...
Huh? Who is this guy?
Allow me to introduce Yoserv. He's Joel's father.
Dad, this is that traveler I was telling you about. The Travelers helped me out loads in the past, and this time we even built a snowman together.
Joel has told me everything about you.
Wow, this is amazing! Wait a second. Why is Cyrus...
Pallid is the hero of the hour this time. Go on.
Okay. The weather was fine on that fateful day,
Why does...
but I had only been away from the group. I fell down a slope.
Uh-oh. Did my bad luck...
The place I fell to was... Then I met...
Huh?
Wow, so...
I thought he must have been some... The temperature was... We got back to the...
My
Daddy.
daddy's right here.
Yoserf, don't you remember the poor prince...
I woke up and found... I crawled into...
Dad.
I'm all right now, Joel.
Oh, this is good.
You know what, though?
I knew it.
No. I just... Besides, we got back safely, didn't we? So don't blame yourself. Maybe sometime...
Pallid. When did you become such a smooth talker, huh?
Huh? Am I? I was just... telling the...
Oh, yeah. I want to say thank you to the... You all helped look after me, and... But I guess I can't take the snowman with me.
Oh, I can help with that. One moment.
Huh?
Here, take this. It's powdered rime. Just add it to your snowman, and it will never...
Wow! Real Dad, I have an unmeltable...
How can I ever repay you all? Thank you all.
Dad, I want to go move this...
Okay. I'll be leaving.
Very well, very well. It's time for Pallid and I to have another discussion concerning his breaches of adventurer discipline.
Huh? But Cyrus, I think I kind of made up for my...
See you guys!
Oh, I made this for you and Amber.
Aw, are you sure?
Come on now, just take it. No need to...
Wow! Now our snowman won't melt.
You're welcome. Just keep it. That's all. Amber and I have some business to attend to now.
See you! Everyone's gone. Oh! You know what? We've been on Dragon's Spine all this time, and somehow Paimon still forgot to... Maybe we should try Timaeus again. He does seem pretty eager to...
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed. Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Timaeus!
Traveler and Paimon, what can I do? Wait a minute. You've got that mischievous look on your face. Oh, you're not still thinking about that ridiculous juicer thing, are you?
Timaeus, will you help us?
Well, if the Traveler isn't really interested, then, yeah, maybe I'll give this one up.
No, but Paimon Sunsetias are good.
And the time it would take me to research something like that, I could probably pick those suns.
New research project, Timaeus? We meet again.
Oh, Albedo, thank goodness. So the situation is, Paimon wants a...
Majorly important, that's what it is. If you can manage to invent this, we'll never have to worry about fruit going bad ever again.
That's impossible.
Turning fruit into juice is not hard, but keeping it fresh is more difficult. But if you simply want to keep the fruit from rotting, right, Traveler?
What about his neck?
What's wrong? Is there something? From the look on your face, it's as if you thought I just played a practical joke on you that was in exceedingly poor taste.
Albedo, you were saying, how do you stop fruit?
Well, one way would be to bury your fruit on Dragonspine, where the snow never melts all year.
But then Paimon won't be able to eat them.
You could always live on Dragonspine.
No, too cold for...
Or you can give the fruit to me, and I would take it to Dragonspine. But since you don't like the cold, you'd have to send someone else to pick them up when you... This is where you come in, Traveler.
Suddenly sounds a lot more feasible with other people doing all the work. Okay then, shall we go with that idea?
Fruit buried on Dragonspine will stay fresh for much longer. However, who knows? Maybe the next time you visit, it will have grown into an orchard. You can water the trees, add fertilizer, and when...
No way! Then Paimon will have to be a gardener. That's not the...
Oh? Well, I don't think being a gardener is so bad.
They're the rarest, super duper sweetest Sensetias ever! And they're not for—
Okay, but they're just Sensetias. I think you're only so attached to when someone's pockets are full and their spirit is fulfilled. They don't easily fall prey to.
Welcome. How can I help you?